I finally started my machine knit sweater and I didn't actually think I was going to get this far. I'm currently halfway through the project and... What is that? Hi and welcome to Not That Deep, where we're not that deep but we also realize it's not that deep. In today's video, I'm going to be walking you through the first project I decided to do on my new knitting machine. I started this when I'd finally got the knitting machine set up. Whew, it's not been smooth sailing, but I am working things out as I go. This project...
This is actually before I started the ribbing on my cardigan jacket, if you've seen that video, but anyway.
When I was unboxing my knitting machine, I came across this book. When I finally got the machine set up, I was sort of tired of just doing rectangular swatches, so I decided to open up this book to the first page that had a pattern on and basically start following the instructions. Now, what I did not know is that dolman is actually a construction type. I literally just started and thought I was doing something completely wrong because the top was yay big. I just carried on following the instructions only to find out that I was actually constructing it sideways and working my way up. That kind of blew my mind a little bit. But once I was actually in the swing of things, things were flowing, like it was happening. The fabric built up so quickly. I was really proud of myself. So my plan with this video is just to sort of bring you along to watch my process and some of the things I went through whilst getting to this particular point in time. So have a watch, let me know what you think, and yeah, let's get into it. I made a mistake earlier that I tried to fix. That's down here. Hence I put some waste yarn in it to try and get them back on the hook. And it seems I missed stitches all the way up. Anyway, no problem. Got it back. We recovered somewhat and now it's all off the machine. So yeah, that basically failed. So I'm going to take it all off and I'm going to try again. Alright, so time to cast on for the front. It's getting a bit sticky, so I'm gonna try and oil it. So yeah, it's looking, I'm feeling very upset. I'm not entirely sure where I'm supposed to oil, so I guess I will. How do I even know if I'm doing it right? I'm presuming most of them are coming this way. Okay, I'm definitely off because my roll count is way off. So my neck is probably going to be a bit wonky. But no worry. What is that? What is that? Get a load of this. What is that? What? Why? I actually don't know. To be fair, you probably need another weight. I think that's exactly what it is actually. Okay, so where are you from? Oh. So how can I tell which one is missing which? Otherwise the whole thing's going to be wonky. Yeesh. Okay, I'm gonna have... Okay, so I've kind of somehow managed to fix it-ish. There's still some stitches that like look like they've been skipped, but there's not enough yarn to like spread across. So I'm going to do another pass and hope that it's enough to keep things in check. I also think that that happened because of my lack of weight. So I'm going to use this weight from my other machine, especially around here, which is where things went really wrong. If I can get another one out of the box, I can just borrow that as well and hope that that's enough to keep things in check. All right, let's try that. Okay, so now I've got some floats from where I didn't put everything in there, but that will do. That's I can live with that. Oh no, I've only got a few to go. Okay, weight off. Okay, this is a problem. Okay, alright, let's go. Where things went sideways is when it came to like joining. I mean, whew, yeah, that was a problem. I'll show you a clip of that. Okay, I've re-oiled the bed. Let's try again. Oh gosh, I'm trying to... What happened? I'm not entirely sure why. Increase tension. Okay, so this all really went sideways very quickly. The carriage has been stuck if I'm honest, for a couple of days. So I've not been able to do much. What I have just managed to finish though is manually using a tapestry needle to finish off this arm seam. So it's done. It's not the neatest, I must say. This carriage, like I say, is still firmly stuck. It's going nowhere. So now I'm going to try and take the work off of the bed, and hopefully I don't find any ladders because I've not bound it off correctly. So let's do that and see how successful I've been.
Okay, I'm nervous.
All right. Now I need to get this bit off. So the main bits I've done so far are the front panel and the back panel. They were really interesting because I learned sort of about being able to cast on whilst I was already still in work, and sort of extending the shape of the panel I'm working on and then decreasing that to get sort of the body versus the arms. But now I'm at a point where I'm having to utilize my ribber. Now that is where the work is, and I'll give you an update of how that's going next time. But whew, that's not easy either. Yeah, so when it comes to the ribbing machine, I still have collar, cuffs, and the bottom rib to work on. So those are going to be quite interesting. I have had a couple of attempts of trying to cast on the ribber, and I've not been very successful. So I'm working on that, trying to understand the machine a little bit more. But those are what's outstanding on the top so far. But the bulk of it has worked out really quickly. I'm really pleased with it. It is riddled with mistakes, you know, in typical Tina fashion. So that it does exist. But aside from that, things are working out well and hoping to get that done soon. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to let me know by giving this video a like. Let me know in the comments what stood out to you. What do you think I could do better? And you've seen some of my errors. And also don't forget to subscribe if you don't want to miss out on what the final top looks like when I release that next time. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.